had some major concerns with this, obviously. We have a very limited budget. Excuse me, I'm talking.
She gets the chance to speak, Angie. You're out of order.
Actually, I'm not.
Yes, you are. It was her turn to speak.
So we've had many people concerned. In fact, I have 2 letters here from concerned citizens that I would like to ask the mayor to read. And I've also had concerns from people who are also wanting to have a town hall meeting to discuss this. They feel this is our tax money. This is a waste of our tax money. If you all feel that there's something that's been done that is incorrect, you need to contact the appropriate authorities. But really, I think these letters sum it up, and I'll be glad to read them. This will be 2 of the people who have concerns. One is from Cindy Trimble, and she did send you guys a copy this morning. She said, after having attended almost every city council meeting for the last 3.5 years, I have to express my sincere disappointment in the behavior and lack of ability of this administration to act like adults and do what you need to do, what you were elected to do. I'm the current president of the Blue Ridge Business Association, and have served on almost every board in this town for the past 15 years. I have chaired many of the festivals and events that bring thousands of people to town and may help pay for your salary and keep your property taxes from going up. I have earned the right to say what is in this letter. Your behavior is embarrassing and has become a soap opera that your constituents and all those who read our newspapers from across the country are astonished by. From day to day, it has been obvious to everyone watching that there are personality clashes and deep-rooted personal issues between the council members. You are almost 2 years into your 4-year term, and you have not accomplished anything but getting yourself into lawsuits. We're tired of it. We do not take your position seriously. You think this is a stage for you to act out your personal issues. Well, it is not. This is our city, capitalized, that we care for and we work for. We are tired of the lack of professional civic responsibility that you took an oath to uphold. I have personally donated hundreds of hours to you and to the city to help you develop a strategic plan so that you can implement all the various projects that everyone is crying out to be done. You have ignored the master plan team's endless requests for feedback and direction. You have publicly stated that we have not delivered anything to you. We have piles of drawings, presentation boards, meeting minutes, comments from town hall meetings as proof that we have indeed done a lot of the work that you requested, but have neglected to take action. We now understand that you are moving forward with the East Main Street project without doing the proper engineering and design. Good grief. East Main Street needs a lot of attention from top to bottom and end to end. We, the citizens, do not want to slap something together that will have the work done by detainees who installed a lot of the mess we're currently dealing with, and then in 2 to 3 to 5 years have to come back and do it again. It is difficult enough on our business downtown to go through a construction project of this magnitude once. This has been the mindset of the last few administrations, and this is why East Main Street is still such an embarrassing mess. Please don't follow in their footsteps. Take the proper steps and do it right. Now you have voted to hire a third-party attorney to investigate both the mayor and council, with no outline of what you're asking them to investigate. Is there something so illegal? Why not call the GBI directly and let them do their job? Why spend hundreds of thousands of our taxpayer dollars on senseless legal and court fees? I have yet to hear any of you, in addition to Mr. Kane, who has wasted our time over and over, clearly tell what has been done illegally. If you have an issue, then do what you're supposed to do. Stand up and tell the citizens of Blue Ridge what it is so the attorney can address the issue and we can move on. You just sold the city's property at the marina solely because you needed the funds in the bank to pay for your improvements, but also to have matching funds needed to apply for grants. Now you're going to deplete these valuable funds on senseless attorney and court fees. Grow up and stop acting like children. You were elected to do a job. Do it. We are tired of it, and we're not going to take it anymore. I also know I know there are people out there who have started a petition, and it's the same thing. It's saying to quit wasting our taxpayer money. So this is just one. I also have another letter from Frank Moore, who is an attorney in Blue Ridge, he's retired. I'm not gonna read the entire thing, but you can get a copy. It says basically the same thing. This is a silly waste of taxpayer money. If you feel something is so wrong, then you need to report it to the proper authorities. Have our attorney to come in and investigate, which I've asked him to do in the past anyway, to come in and make sure we're doing everything on board. Why hire a third party? Why waste taxpayer money?
Okay, now, may I speak? I'd like to say that, speaking of taxpayers' money wasted, you nor the mayor had a problem with an illegal veto that prompted a lawsuit that the city's in today.
I'm sorry, Angie, you were gonna be in that lawsuit no matter what when you voted no.
Maybe.
And you're making assumptions.
So
You're making
it's not
assumptions.
assumption.
Yes, it is. It's an assumption.
It's a fact.
It is not a fact. We can argue this all day, but let me just tell you, you're spending a lot of money that could have been done in another way. There are agencies out there that do investigate cities, that you can do it for free. And there's the GBI, they don't charge money.
No.
I've already contacted the GBI because you're the only person that has contact with Gerard and Davis, and I don't think that's an unbiased opinion at that point.
Well, actually, it's not your decision, it's the council's, and the council's made their decision.
Well,
So
but you're
our 5
unbiased.
minutes is up.
You're unbiased. When you're the one calling all the shots, you're unbiased. And you lied about it. You lied at all the commissioners.
Actually, let's go back, because it's come to my attention that the mayor approached the post commissioner stating that I said they referred the law firm Gerard and Davis to me. I want to correct that statement made. The exact wording that I stated in the meeting was I talked to the post commissioners. They used this firm on issues that they had, quote, the audio of the council meeting confirms that I did not state that the post commissioners referred any firm to me. It would be difficult to actually get they referred out of I talked. The actual false statement that was made was made by 2 members of the administration that is opposed to the investigation rather than by me. And for the record, I did not specify what I talked to the post commissioners about, simply that I talked to them. And for the record, I have not talked to them about city business, but nonetheless, I have had several conversations with them, and it is public record that they had success with the firm Gerard and Davis. I also want to note that according to the charter, the council is mandated to take action for violations of the charter or state law. However, the charter does not require a third party to investigate violations. According to the charter, the council can hold an investigative hearing and take action based on their findings. The purpose of the third party was to take the investigation out of the council's hands and put it into the hands of a firm that deals with municipal and government law, thus allowing the investigation to be fair and professional to all concerned.
Well, there are lots of municipal law attorneys, and you did state that you had talked with them. And, you know, it's in the tape. Well, let's twist it, okay? But that's what you intended for the public to hear, that you had talked to them and you...
That was what I talked to them about. It was about...
But it was in the same conversation. You had talked with
You're
them
right.
about
But not
Gerard and
anything
Davis.
about their
About
business.
Gerard and Davis. So,
No.
and
I did
then
not.
it's interesting, you're the only person that's talked to Gerard and Davis. So, how do
You're
you...
welcome to call.
I would not do that. That would make it unbiased on my part.
No, it wouldn't. And
Yes,
I think
it
states
would.
in the contract, they don't work for any of us.
That's what it states in the contract, but you've been having all this contact
I've
with
had
them,
2
and
conversations
why didn't you have our attorney do it?
But
That's the way that you would have
I asked
done
him
it.
and he did not want to.
Well-
He said that he's the one recommended a third party,
Well,
so.
that's
But
not
this is
exactly what he
decision.
told me. He asked if he could mediate and try to make
Well, you know
us
what,
sit
we have to
through.
get him on record there, because I think what you say and he says is 2 different things.
Well, he said he would like to mediate this and try to get us to limp through this for the next 2 years, because it's gonna cost the city a lot of money. Even Gerard and Davis says tens of thousands of dollars. If you research it, most cities are paying anywhere from $150,000 to $880,000 for investigations like this. Read it. It's on Google.
It'll be very cut and dry.
I don't think
Either
so,
the charter
'cause-
been violated or not. The
Well-
veto's one good example that's very clear in public record.
That's not a charter violation. I'm sorry. Mayor Green was able to do
Well,
it.
actually, we'll
Mayor Green was able to do it, okay? We're going to the next thing. We'll argue this out somewhere else.
I would like for that to be done again, please.
What to be done
The
again?
motion and everything to go with the right.
What motion?
The motion.
For Gerard and Davis?
Yes,
Okay. Gerard and Davis, the contract,
yes.
what did we miss?
We went from second to all in favor, then discussion.
Did you not do all in favor?
Yes, but I mean, we should have discussion, that's what we had before.
Okay, let's do the motion then. Gerard and Davis.
I make a motion to approve the contract presented by Gerard and Davis.
Do I have a second?
I'll say.
All in favor? Let's do a roll call vote. Harold? Well, all opposed, let's do that one. Okay, now let's do a roll call vote. Harold? Angie?
Yes.
Bruce?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, everybody happy on that one? Okay, East Main Street.